Hey friends, continuing our earlier problem that for a better quality we need a higher sampling rate and also we need a higher number of quantization levels. So the effect of this is the size of the file grows exponentially. So any other solution for this? So before that, to find the answer for this, let us see a situation that you are supposed to tell your friend a sequence of numbers over phone. So the numbers may be something like this. So the effect of whatever we seen earlier, as the number of quantization levels increase, the size of the data is going to increase. And as the sampling rate is going to increase, the number of samples we get in a given period t is also going to increase. So what is the solution? So this is going to make sure that the file size is going to increase. Okay, we are interested in reducing this. So how can we do? Okay, let's get back to our problem. So you are asked to send these say 1000 numbers to your friend on phone. So you are supposed to call your friend and tell these numbers. So how would you tell? So will it be the first number is 18342, second number is 18343, third number is 18342, fourth number is 18341, and so on? Will you keep telling this way? I don't think so. Because when you look carefully, you realize that the numbers are changing only one at a time. So the difference between the consecutive numbers is either +1 or -1. So here 42 has become 43, so that means +1. 43 has become 42, so that is -1. 42 has become 41, so that is -1. There is a -1, there is a -1, there is a +1, there is a +1, and so on. So I think telling this +1 -1 is simpler than telling these 5-digit numbers. So what we can do, or in general what we usually do, is you just prepare the background in the beginning and say that to your friend, say that you are going to tell the first number, and after that you're just going to tell the difference. Just note down the difference and then compute yourself and get the total information. Okay, that protocol is decided in advance, that when you have similar situation, so whenever similar situation is there, large number of data with very small variation are being transmitted. So let us decide that only first time full number is told and all other time we just keep on telling the difference. Okay, now how are you going to tell? So the first time you say that it is 18432, and then you say +1, -1, -1, -1, -1, +1, then +1, and so on. So this is what you are going to tell. So first time you said 18432, and then you said plus 1 minus 1 plus minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1 plus 1 and so on. So tell me how many digits you said or how many words you uttered. So 18432. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words here, plus 1, 2 words here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So till here you have uttered 19 words. So if you take up this, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 each time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 into 5 times. So you need to you have to utter 40 words here, whereas you have done that in only 19 words. Now imagine if there were 1,000 such things, then for the first one you are going to tell 5 words, and after the other, later on you are going to tell only 2 words for the next 999. So that makes 1998 plus 5, that is 2003 words to be uttered if you go in this fashion. Otherwise, you would be uttering 5,000 words in this fashion. 18432, 18433, and 18432, 18431. So if you keep on uttering this, so each time the data is having 5 digits, so you need to say 5 words, and there are 1,000 data, therefore there will be 5,000 words you need to utter, whereas now in just 2,300 words you can solve this problem. Now instead of 1,000, if it become 10,000, then you can see that this goes to 50,000, whereas this will be only somewhere around 20,000. So that way you can make sure that with a very small, so if it goes to say 10,000, then this will go to 50,000. And what happens to this? 5 into 5 plus 2 into 9999. So this is around 2,000. So this will be somewhere around 2,000 only. No, 20,000. So 50,000 becomes 20,000. 5,000 becomes 2,000. So there is always 5:3 difference you have. If it is what you say, decimal number with 5 digits. But in reality, the computer is working in binary. So when it is working in binary, then for talking about 18,000 and all, then you will require 16-bit coding. So when you go for 16-bit coding, then you need to use 16 into 1000, so 16,000 bits for this side, whereas for first time, this case, for first time you require 16, and then you just require to say plus 1 or minus 1, say 1 bit at a time. So you need just 999 bits plus 16, so somewhere 1000 plus bits. So if it is 10,000, then instead of 16, 1,60,000, it becomes just around 10,000 bits. So that way you can save a lot, provided your data is changing one step each time, either going up or down or remaining same. So that way what will happen is you are going to tell only one number at a time. So this is going to save a lot, and this type of modulation, this type of communication system is what we call delta modulation. Because we are just only looking at the delta, delta means change. So you just find out the change, and only the change you transmit. For the first time, you tell the total value and then keep telling the difference only. So that way we can save a lot of memory, we can save a lot of time while transmission, we can save a lot of memory if it is put on the file, because once this thing is put on the file, when you get back, just keep adding, subtracting this +1, -1 to get all other numbers. So that's what we are looking for in improving the communication speed. So earlier we were working with one that whole thing was being transmitted. So if you wanted to say 80,342, then we would require 16 bits per information. So 16 bits again. Now either you can think of sending it in the form of BPSK or QPSK or 8PSK, or you can think of ASK, FSK, PSK, all such things. Encoding will follow this. So there is a input given to it, and from the input you get output as +1, -1 from this delta modulation. Only +1, -1 you need to send for each sample. Whereas the 5 digits were there per sample, 16 bits were there per sample, now it is 1 bit per sample. So the 16 bits per sample is converted into 1 bit per sample. Whatever be the size of quantization, so where it is 5 digit, you are talking of 1 bit. If it is 100 digit, then also you are talking of 1 bit only. So now the number of quantization levels doesn't make much difference to this, as long as your data is changing only one quantization level each sample. Otherwise, again, there will be little different things we need to look at. So assuming that the sampling speed and the quantization levels are done such that between the neighboring samples only one quantization level is going to change, then yes, we can look for delta modulation, and that gives the best possible result. Many more things to follow. Thank you.